Hey good people, it's been a while. I've got a new guitar that I wanted to show you. This is not featured before on this channel. Finally got something new and exciting, budget guitar wise, and something unique to the UK. I don't think I've ever seen this brand in the US. So what I have today is a Fairclough. Fairclough. Those of you who are Liverpool fans like me will remember a red-haired player back in the 80s named David Fairclough. That's what I thought of when I saw this guitar. But anyway, Fairclough, and this looks like some sort of mini jumbo. The top does look laminate, but it's pretty nicely done with a herringbone trim and nice figured mahogany in the back and sides. From a distance it looks like rosewood, but it's not. It's actually mahogany. It does have a tuner. That's not a preamp, that's just a tuner on board. Very, very typical tuners and everything, parts and everything. A little bit longer of a sample there because I'm always getting yelled at by you lot for not playing these things enough. So a bit of finger picking, bit of strumming. These sort of remind me of the entry-level Sigmas I was getting in the States 2 or 3 years ago. They have the same sort of look and finish feel, which is a compliment. I mean, not the higher end Sigmas, but some of the newer ones that they're making now, sort of entry-level 150, 200 pound guitars, that sort of thing. It's pretty nicely done with the herringbone style, white binding all the way around the back seam, rosewood fretboard with mother of something, and what is actually quite a nice, pleasing logo there on the headstock. So what do I know about Fairclough? Well, not a lot. The only place I've seen these is online. I think that they are available from a couple of different online sellers here in the UK, but you can also find them on eBay. The ones that are new, and there are new ones available, are always around the $250 and up mark. That's in pounds. And but there is a seller, I got this from him, who sells spare and repair, scratch and dent ones of these, and does a good job explaining what the issues are with them on eBay UK. This one here just had a slight discoloration. I probably can't even show you, but right here on the edge there's a slight discoloration, if you can see it there. In the finish, that's all that's wrong with it. It's set up really well, fret ends are nice, plays well. So yeah, you can pick them up as you know, as low as 80, 100 pounds on up from that particular seller. Some of them he sells with binding damage. Looks like they've been dinged in shipping or posting. Some of them have more serious splits in the top, just around the edges. There's a couple with bridges pulling up, that sort of stuff. Also, he sells ones with warped necks, warpage in the neck. Now if you're a beginning sort of luthier, a fixer-upper guy, somebody who does setups but doesn't really do anything really high-end, I would stay away from the warp neck ones, the twisted neck ones, because it's hard for them to really ascertain how bad they are with pictures, and it's not something you're going to be able to fix easily. You might get lucky, the twist might not be too bad, you might be able to pull it out, but in a lot of cases it's not going to set up. You're going to have buzzing, you're going to have intonation issues. You can probably get enough skills to take care of the little dings and small cracks around the binding if you're that way inclined. But anyway, I took a chance on one, and it's not bad at all. It's not a high-end guitar. It's not a solid body guitar. I'm sure they do solid bodies. There's no real label on the inside. No, doesn't seem to be a model number on this thing. I noticed that they have a number of models available that range from sort of dreadnought, mini jumbo, cutaway, the usual stuff, with gloss finishes like this one, with and without pick guards, and satin finishes, and possibly even some solid wood stuff, solid top stuff I should say, and one or two, not many, one or two electric guitars as well they seem to do. So they do the full spectrum. If anybody knows any good stuff on Fairclough guitars, please share in the comments. I can't find much online about them. I'm sure that they're an OEM company. These are made in China. The manufacturer who makes these probably makes for a number of different companies, and they just put their logos on the headstocks. It's that kind of thing, but it's not bad at all. It plays really well. It makes a really nice guitar for a beginner or a student player, or a second guitar for someone who's a more serious player. I left the strings that came on it. I did a little bit of fretting maintenance, but that's about all. I left the strings on. They seem perfectly fine. I'm sure that if somebody else bought them, they might switch them out and put their favorite brand on. I want to guess that these are probably fairly low-end Didarios or something, from what they feel like, phosphor bronze of some kind. But anyway, it's a pretty decent guitar, not too bad sounding, fairly pleasing to play. Of course it could always use a bit more setup, a bit more dialing in, but it's perfectly playable as it is. You can see it's a slightly jumbo-ish body, not quite a full jumbo. We could probably call this a mini jumbo, as it's got the extended bottom belt there compared to the top. So, you know, it's a bit hourglass shaped, if you like. But yeah, it's a pretty credible guitar. Yes, I know it's Chinese, but it's reasonably made, decent parts, fully bound, proper wood on the fretboard. You can always upgrade the keys, the tuners, and other parts on the guitar, but you've got the bones of a decent budget guitar here. So there may be one or two more of these popping up on the channel. I'm not sure yet. This is a Fairclough guitar. This is the mini jumbo, the gloss version, without the pick guard. I think maybe they come with a pick guard and this one fell off. I don't see any evidence of one ever being on here, though, to be honest with you. Normally you can see an outline. But yeah, the good thing about this company as well is they seem to ship their guitars in very credible gig bags. This is a sort of Cordura nylon gig bag with a nice logo there on the front. Much better than your average sleeve that you get with a lot of cheap guitars. So if you pay, you know, anywhere between 80 and 120 for something like this, and you get this bag as well as the guitar, that's pretty good. I know there's a little bit of competition in this price range, so you know, you can probably get Harley Bentons and things like that around this price range as well, and one or two other things. However, it's changing fast. I've noticed that prices are going up quickly. It's getting harder to find bargains online. So keep that in mind, because I don't think these things will be available forever. So if you're looking for a good, reliable acoustic, get a bargain with it. It's not a bad option. If you can do your own setup, it's even better. And if you want a nice gig bag, even better. So there you go. Fairclough acoustic guitars. All right, folks. See you on the next one.